Hello everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm back for a short video. This time I want to talk about AI in Module 2. So I'm going to jump into modules, and I'm going to go down to our assignment in Module 2. And in particular, I want to focus on this module, this assignment right here. So this assignment is an extension of what you did in Module 1, where you experimented and researched some different AI tools. In this module, you're going to use an AI tool to generate a lesson plan idea. Now, I realize that most of you, or all of you for that matter, have probably never been in a education class where you've talked about lesson planning. So we're really going to keep things brief and really general. The only really thing we're going to be using is we're going to talk about the anatomy of the lesson. And you've reviewed that already in this module. So essentially, we have these parts. We have the activate, assess, and augment relevant knowledge. We have teacher input, we have student active participation, and we have identify, student success, and evidence of learning. So those are essentially the big pieces that we're focusing on in this course. And you need to figure out, or you need to learn, or figure out how to integrate technology into those areas. But we'll come back to that in a little while. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about using AI to generate a lesson plan idea. So one way to do that is to use the AI bot to make a lesson plan. And to help them do that, we need to use some prompts. So if you click on this link right here, Gen AI chatbots, it'll bring you to a Gen AI chatbot prompt list. And we're going to use the ones that do lesson planning. And we're going to scroll down through this list, and we're going to find the one that just focuses just on lesson planning. As you can see, there are lots of different prompts here. We're just going to focus on one, but you're welcome to experiment with the other ones. We're going to focus on this one, lesson planning. And if you read through this, which you should, you'll see that there's a lesson plan idea prompt right here that you can then use to help start generating a lesson plan. And you'll see as we go through this that we'll modify it and we'll adjust it, but this is a good way to get started. It talks about grading the subject. It talks about number of lesson ideas. It talks about unit topic, number of minutes, etc. And you'll fill in the blank, these pieces here with what you need. When it talks about number of ideas for lesson plans, I would recommend doing one. And as we do this, you're going to have the standards. The first time you do it, it may not give you the right standards, but we'll help you do that. So let's go ahead and use this prompt right here to do a lesson plan. So I'm going to copy it. We're going to see what we're going to get. Now, again, for you, you're not going to you could copy this, but then you need to make sure you change it. Like if you're wanting to do math, you can change the science to math. And you can change the study of earthquakes, volcanoes, tsunamis, floods, etc. to the topic that you're interested in. I'm just going to use this prompt for an example this time, for just to show you kind of how this works. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to paste it into my ChatGPT. And I'm going to hit this button right here, and it's going to run it. And notice how it's giving me some lesson plans. It gave me 3, like I asked for. Now notice it didn't give me any standards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say add the appropriate Kansas standards. Now notice how it put in the Kansas standards there. And now what I want to do is I want to expand these. I want to make them a little bit better. So what I can do is I can come back to the anatomy of a lesson. Let's say I want to have some ways to activate student knowledge. So I'm going to type in activate student knowledge. Let's see what we get. So notice how it put that piece in there. But it also left out my standards. So I'm going to say add the Kansas standards. And notice how I put it back in there. So that's that. So now I want to add in ideas or ways that you can do teacher input. Add ideas for teacher input. And notice how it's adding pieces in there. So I think you're getting the idea. This gave me 3 examples of lesson plans. You really only need to develop 1 right now. I'm really more interested in you using the tool, because one of the big uses of AI like this is to help you start and get an idea together. It really is not appropriate for you to use AI to generate a lesson plan and use it as is. You'll need to take it and modify it and make it your own and something that's usable in your classroom. Now, again, as a future teacher, as you go through your education courses in the next few years, you're going to learn more about teaching. And this is just a beginning, and it helps you get some ideas about lessons you might want to teach. By no means are these done, polished lessons. They're just ideas. They're just places to start. Now, the last place I want you to understand here is that you need to provide a citation when you're doing this kind of work. So right over here, you can get your citation. So click on that and just copy the citation to the bottom of your submission in the APA reference section. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for listening.